Happened on the 27th of December 2020, when some policemen came in here in the evening at about 8-9. They came and they said they came for their arrest, to arrest you. We said, what was the problem? They said nothing until we get to the station. So when we got to the station, they said that it was supposed to be a sex party in this house. And we told them we don't know anything like that. There's nothing as such here. They insisted that it's somebody that forwarded the whole thing to them. So we now said, okay. They arrested my friend and my workers. We begged and begged. They said no, that they won't release us. The next day I came to bail them and I paid 100,000 to bail them. They now said they are not going to do the release until they find the actual person that posted that on social media. So fortunately for us, we now saw the number on the flyer, the one that was trending on social media. So they asked us to pay 20,000 naira to track the number, which we did. I gave them 20,000 that day. They tracked the actual number and the guy came out. The guy came to the station, one marvelous app and like that. And he now said it was just a joke, that it wasn't real, it was not meant to happen, which we felt we were vindicated on that. They released everybody. We went back to the shop. They now called us on the 30th so that my boys should come back to the station. When they went, the policeman, one Mr. Felix, now took them to state and asked them to sit down on the floor. They were now asking what the problem was. They said they shouldn't worry, that they just do little thing and let them go. So they called and said, these are the suspects, with my workers, that they are the suspects. When they did that, they asked them to go back to their houses. When they came back to the restaurant, they were now telling me that this was what happened. I was surprised. Not up to 5 minutes that I left the restaurant to go to my other restaurant. Somebody now called me that something is happening in the restaurant, the main restaurant. When I went there, I now saw the bulldozer. I asked why, because there was no notice. He said it's because of the sex party also.
For instance, on 27 December 2020 at about 20:30 hours, based on credible information that some youths, in wanton violation of the existing COVID-19 regulation prohibiting assembly or gathering of individuals for social activities among other activities in the state, concluded plan to stage an elaborate party titled Kaduna Sex Party as Asha Land Joint Hotel opposite Post Office Junction, Sabon Tasha, Kaduna. On receipt of this information, teams of Operation Yaki and policemen from Sabon Tasha Division swung into action and arrested the following suspects: Abraham Albera, owner of the hotel; Umar Rufai of number 27 Calabar Street, Kasuna Road, Kaduna; and Suleiman Lemona of Ajia Street, Sabon Tasha, Kaduna. Upon interrogation, the suspect voluntarily confessed to have actively participated in organizing the event. Information has it that the principal organizer of the event is at large. All the musical instruments brought for the event were recovered. Suspects are currently under investigation and will be charged to court. I must warn our teeming youths in the state of this abysmal, shameful and degrading activity indulged and perpetrated by them for self-satisfaction and aggrandizement. They must realize that having a sex party anywhere in the state or even outside the state for whatever reason is condemnable and legally criminalized by virtue of sections 166, 168, 260 and 368 of the Kaduna State Penal Code Law 2017, which prescribe punishment for 1 year imprisonment or 10,000 naira fine for public nuisance. Same punishment applies for obscene or indecent acts, 14 years imprisonment and fine of 100,000 naira for act of gross indecency on a person, and 2 year imprisonment or fine of 50,000 naira or both for offense of adultery, respectively. In view of these offenses capable of being committed in sex party as organized in Sabon Tasha and the punishment mentioned above, based on the cited sections of the Penal Code, I expect the youth to wholeheartedly desist from this dirty and criminalized activity called sex party anywhere in the state, as perpetrators of these acts will certainly be arrested and decisively dealt with in accordance to the laws of the state. This is more so that our religious injunctions, both as Christians and Muslims, expressly and unanimously prohibit the above mentioned act, and the perpetrators of this sin are surely go to hell fire in the life hereafter. I also implore our religious leaders from both sides of our religion to take this very seriously and caution the youth in this regard. It is pertinent at this juncture to express the command's immeasurable gratitude to the Inspector General of Police and the Police Service Commission for the promotion of police officers from the ranks of Deputy Inspector General of Police down to the members of rank and file. Kaduna State Command in particular benefited from this said promotion exercise with the promotion of 4 Chief Superintendent of Police to Assistant Commissioners of Police, 15 Superintendent of Police to Chief Superintendent of Police, and 4,239 members of the Inspectorate and rank and file, including police traffic wardens. All the promotees have been duly decorated by the Commissioner of Police. This will no doubt boost the morale of the officers to redouble their efforts in the fight against criminals and criminalities in the state. Let me use this opportunity to inform you and the general public that the first set of 271 special constables enlisted from 17 local governments within the state have completed their training at the Police College Kaduna and duly passed out on the 29th December 2020. The remaining candidates from 6 other local governments within the state that did not turn up for the training at the Police College will soon be considered for the training as well, so that no single local government is left untouched in this special constabulary scheme, as desired and redesigned by the Inspector General of Police with the active collaboration and support from the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the Executive Governor of Kaduna State, Malam Nasru Ahmed El-Rufai. Meanwhile, the passed out special constables have already been posted back to their various local government areas where they work hand in hand with the DPOs to fight criminals and criminalities in their localities. This landmark achievement at this point in time indicates the resolve and commitment of the federal and state governments to nip in the bud all forms of criminalities besieging our communities in the state and the country at large. In view of the above success recorded so far, I wish to call on the good people of Kaduna State as they go about their lawful endeavors to keep supporting the command with prompt and useful information that will aid onslaught against criminal elements. They should report any suspicious person to the nearest police station or via our command designated emergency response numbers as follows.
It's not true. It's not true. There was nothing like that. Nothing as such. I just want justice. I just want justice to take its full course on this because we are innocent. It's Asha Kings and Queens restaurant, not a hotel.